Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Allie and I'm the hands behind the turtle trunk. I'm a crochet designer and here on my channel I share video tutorials for my crochet patterns. I have this new series called A Beginner's Guide to Crochet to teach beginner crocheters everything you need to know about crochet. In lesson 1, I talked about all of the supplies you need for crochet, so if you missed that video, I will link it down below. And if you did watch lesson 1 like a year ago when I first posted it, and you've been waiting for me to post lesson 2, I am so sorry. I took a big long break from doing this series. I was just having a really hard time last year getting motivated to make videos and honestly just work in general. But I've made it a priority to get this series going again this year and really trying to post videos for it every 2 weeks or so. So I think in the first video I said I would try and post on Tuesdays, but I think it's going to be Fridays instead, as Fridays are just easier for me to do. So keep a lookout. Every second Friday or so I will try and get a new lesson out for you. In today's video we are on to lesson 2, how to hold your crochet hook and your yarn. Now I actually think this is one of the hardest things to teach and learn in crochet just because it's so personal and everybody has their own unique way of doing it. So what works best for you may not work best for somebody else. So I'm going to show you how I do it and some of the more popular ways to do it, but then you can take those, try them out, and maybe find your own way of doing it, just whatever is most comfortable for you. There really is no right way or wrong way as long as you're comfortable and you're able to make the stitches. All of the lessons for A Beginner's Guide to Crochet will be posted on my blog, theturtletrunk.com, when the video is out too. So if you learn better by reading or looking at photos, check out the blog post for this. I will post it down below. And then if you're ready to get started, let's grab our yarn and a hook and let's get making. The yarn I'll be using today is Lion Brand Yarn's Wool Ease Thick and Quick, which is a super bulky 6-weight yarn. And my crochet hook is my favorite crochet hook brand, the Clover Amour, and this one is size M/N 9mm. And since we're just practicing today, it doesn't matter what yarn or hook you're using. I do find it easier though when you're first learning to use a large hook and thick yarn, as they're easier to hold and see your stitches. First, let's learn how to hold our crochet hook. You will hold your hook in your dominant hand. I am right-handed, so I'm going to use my right hand here. If you are left-handed, I will show you how to hold it in your left hand after, or you can just follow along with what I do here, just using the opposite hand. There are 2 main ways to hold a crochet hook. The first way is the pencil hold, where you hold it just like a pencil. I personally do the pencil hold. This is the method I first learned and find most comfortable for me. So you're going to place your hook in your hand between your thumb and your index finger with the tip of the hook facing you. Your thumb should be near the top of the handle grip or in the center of the hook. Mine has a flat spot to rest your thumb, but not all hooks have that. Place your index finger on top of the hook, then the rest of your fingers will be behind the hook. Now I'll show you the pencil hold with my left hand. So the tip of the hook will be facing you. The hook will be between your thumb and index finger, your thumb in the center of the hook and your index finger on top, and then the rest of your fingers behind. Now let's try another way to hold a crochet hook. This is the knife hold, and I would say it is the most popular way to hold a crochet hook as it's what I've seen most widely used. So you hold your hook just like you would a knife. So with the pencil hold, your hook is sitting in your hand on top, but with the knife hold, your hand is on top of the hook. With the tip of the hook facing you, place your thumb on the thumb rest, or if there isn't one, it'll be in the center of the hook. Then the rest of your fingers will be behind the hook, and you can grip it however feels comfortable. So you can do a tighter grip or a more loose grip. Now I'll show you with my left hand. Again, with the tip of the hook facing you, place your thumb on the thumb rest, or if there isn't one, in the center of the hook. Then the rest of your fingers will be behind the hook. The pencil hold and the knife hold are the 2 main ways I've seen people hold their hooks, but they are by no means the only ways. Try these out and find a method that's comfortable for you. At first, any way is going to feel uncomfortable since you're not used to it, so don't feel discouraged if both ways feel awkward. You will find a way that works best for you as you practice more. Now, let's move on to holding the yarn. I'm going to start by making a slip knot, and this is how we're going to attach the yarn to the hook. To make a slip knot, take the tail end of your yarn and wrap it over itself to make a loop. Then pull the working yarn, the yarn coming from the skein, and pull it through the center of the hole. And there is a slip knot. I'll show you once more. Take the tail end of your yarn and wrap it over itself to make a loop. Pull the working yarn through the center of the hole. You can now insert your hook through the loop and pull on the working yarn to tighten it. I'm going to hold my yarn in my non-dominant hand. To have even and consistent stitches, we need to have an even and consistent tension. Tension is how tight or loose you're holding your yarn. So you need to find a way to hold your yarn that provides an even amount of tension. The first way I'm going to show you is how I hold my yarn. So start with your palm facing up, and I'm going to wrap my working yarn around my pinky finger and behind my ring finger and middle finger. Then bring the yarn over and around your index finger. So over your pinky, under your ring and middle fingers, then over your index finger. Then I'm going to use my thumb and ring finger to hold the slip knot so I have a secure hold on where I'm going to be working my stitches. The working yarn will slide through my fingers when I make my stitches, and this gives me an even tension because when I pull on my yarn, it doesn't slide so easily that it's too loose, and it's not so tight that it's hard to pull. It can nicely slide with a medium amount of effort. Now let's try another method of holding our yarn. This way is much easier to set up. You're just going to hold the working yarn between your index finger and your middle finger. Then hold the slip knot with your thumb and ring finger. You can squeeze your fingers together tighter or looser to adjust the tension. Since this isn't the way I'm used to, this is a little bit awkward for me, but I see a lot of other crocheters use this method, so I'm sure with practice it gets a lot easier. If neither of these methods are working for you and you just can't find a comfortable way to hold your yarn, they actually make yarn tension rings. It's just a ring you wear around your finger and wrap the yarn through it. Then you don't have to worry about having your fingers holding the yarn in any special way. I have never personally tried these, so I don't know how well they work, but it could be worth a try if no other methods are working for you. I'll put links to some rings in the description box below if you want to check them out. Well, that's all for lesson 2. Let me know which of these methods works best for you, or if you have a different way to hold your crochet hook and yarn. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you're notified when I post lesson 3 of A Beginner's Guide to Crochet. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.